If your Mac is running low on space, you might be tempted to delete files and dig into folders you should not. On the channel I have already made a lot of, let's say, popular videos about cleaning the Mac and reducing the system storage and similar things. If you are struggling with space, that's the video to watch. Because in this one I want to do quite the opposite. I want to show you some files, some folders you should not touch, and you should not be deleting files from there. You should not even touch these directories, because messing with the files in it can cause instability of the whole system, not only the folder. You might lose some data, and you might even stop the Mac from booting up. So the first topic, the first part of the video, is connected to language files. Most Mac apps come with language files for every language they support. So when you switch your Mac system language, the app will change to that language immediately as well. I'll show you that for example on Safari, but you can find similar folders in every app, which makes it tempting to delete these files. You trust me that in total you will not save much space. It could be maybe a few hundreds of megabytes. So the amount of space you earn is not significant enough for the risks which are involved in it. Now to see the language files of an app, control click it or right click it and choose Show Package Content from the context menu. Now go to Contents folder, Resources, and all these files are basically different languages. You can technically remove these language files, but if you do that, you can't predict which app will be fine with that and which one will actually crash or freeze. Therefore, it's best to ignore these language files and folders. Maybe you have also heard about var folders. macOS is automatically creating some cached files, system related to different users related, in order to speed up the system. The standard caches and temporary files can be manually deleted by you. You can do it from the library folder. But the files in system folders are entirely managed by macOS. They might be taking a lot of space, even gigabytes of space, so you might be asking the question, what can I do with it? If I can delete some content in these private var folders? The short answer is no, you should not do anything with these folders. The simplest way how to find the folder is through the Go menu. Here select Go to folder and enter /private/var. And you find the tab will open immediately. There are many folders. When I check the size of it, I'll be probably in a few gigabytes. If these folders take up more than 10 gigabytes, then you should maybe a bit concerned about it. Unfortunately, the only safe way how to clean it up is to reinstall the whole system. Usually the size is somewhere between 1 and 4 gigabytes. So you should not attempt to manually delete any files from here. Let's have a closer look to the system library. There are actually 3 different libraries on the Mac. It's the standard library, it's the system library, and your users library. They are similar in many ways, but they play a different role in macOS file system. The system library folder contains files that macOS needs to operate. Only the operation system has the right to modify its data, so there is no reason for you to touch anything in this folder. However, the user library is a different story. The library folder inside the home directory is your account's personal library. Here macOS stores system, third-party support, and preference files. It also includes mail settings, Safari bookmarks, browsing history, calendar data, and so much more. And in this library folder, you can find a lot of folders that need occasional cleaning. However, not all of these folders are safe to touch. The first one you should avoid going to is the application support. In this folder, both system and third-party app store support files which are needed for the correct work of these apps. Next folder I want to mention is Preferences. This folder contains all the preference data for default and third-party apps. Again, don't delete the contents of the Preferences folder, otherwise the app will revert to its default state, or it might even crash. Another folder which takes up a lot of space is called Mobile Documents. This is the actual location of your iCloud folder. You should not move, rename or delete anything from here. If you want to reduce this folder, you need to go to iCloud Drive and delete files there. Last folder I want to visit in the user library is called Containers. This contains support files, cached data and temporary files for the apps you have downloaded from the Mac App Store. Since these apps from the App Store are sandboxes, they cannot write data anywhere on the system. They have all of the needed data in this folder. So again, don't try to delete the contents of these folders. If the Containers folder takes up a lot of disk space, try to reinstall just the affected app. Deleting files from here will not help at all. There are also hidden folders on the Mac, let me show you. I will go to my home folder on the disk, then press the combination Command, Shift and period. And you will see plenty of files and folders that are typically hidden from the view. Different macOS technologies and apps store their data in these folders for the smooth working of your Mac. And of course they are hidden for a reason. You should not modify or delete any of these folders. So you can press the combination again and hide these files. Messing with these folders I mentioned in this video might be risky. It can corrupt the applications, documents. It can even influence the whole functionality of macOS. Most of the Mac users don't need to worry about these folders at all. But once you are running low on space, you might be tempted to explore some other folders which you have not seen before. And you should not do that. That's why I have created another video on the channel, which is actually telling you how to reduce the storage, how to clean up things you can, and I'm also showing you safe locations in the library folder. Places you can actually manage yourself. Anyway, I hope you have found this video useful, and if you want to support my small channel, the simple like can do a lot. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.